AMS gone off at turn 1. I think that was on his flying lap. So
and 18.8. So AMS is really the god of Spain.
Oh, so he was on the lap. So 3rd place, I expect that to be demoted by the end of the session, but we'll see. People can't put the lap together. So people are starting to go out now. We have Gamer going out on track, Pine going out on track, Sam Bam as well. Lewis on the softs this time. Rossi and Luke Bailey already on track. Blue Mosquito, Killer Zone, so it looks like everyone except Shortbread should be coming on track to do the pole shootout. Right now I'm thinking it's between Gamer and Jack for pole.
I would say Lewis W can have a chance of it because 19 flag he did on mediums. So
oh yeah, definitely. If I was him though, if nobody beats that, then I would I'd just stay on the mediums. Alternative strategy. See what it's like for his F2 race tomorrow.
True.
Yep,
but we can't forget about Nick Pine too.
Yeah, Nick hasn't done much practice there, so I won't expect him to be there in the race. 19 certainly.
Flat for Nick.
It's good. Right, game is starting the lap if you want to get on board.
Yep,
winding up now, coming through the final corner. He's got enough fuel, I think, for 2 time laps, so if he messes this up, he's got enough time as well. Down his turn 1, he won a break just after 100 metres. He's done that lovely, no lock-up, quite tight on the apex, and compromise through turn 2. Now into the sweeping right-hander of turn 3. It's not too bad, but not the best. It's a 21.9, just about in the first sector. That's what you want to be aiming for if you're going for pole. Julian and Manu just gets out of the way to slightly put him off, but
Nick
he's an expert at this.
Oh!
Yeah. Gamer now, coming up to the fast, turn 9. Oh, he's done that beautifully. It's looking like a very good lap. The wheel much stronger through here, takes it with a slight lift, but controlled. And final middle sector isn't. It's very good actually, I think anyway.
He
got someone in the gravel.
Have pole position because Shortbread crashed, so he can't fight for it anymore. So there's a high chance of Gamer getting it.
Final chicane now, takes it beautifully, no corner cuts there. That's the example that we want to be setting. And he comes across the line, it's going to be an 18.5 provisional pole, but I think somebody may beat that. Jack's on the lap now, very good first sector. A 21.90, so he's already a 10th up on Gamer, but a bit wide.
Actually, I'm going to interrupt
turn
here.
5.
Lewis W just got past sector 2. So he's into sector 4 now.
Jack's on a pretty reasonable lap here. Slight lift, but well held. The speed there through turn 9, coming down into the braking zone of turn 10, hitting the apex, lovely, good traction as well.
And Lewis W messes his lap the same way he did before, and he's into the... Oh my goodness me, flies across the track.
So I think it's just Jack now going for pole. He's coming up to the final chicane now, how will he take it? Very aggressive on entry, that's beautiful.
That is beautiful, Lexit.
It's a run to the line now. This looks like could potentially be Gamer.
Second!
And it's just settled in for second.
Oh, for God's sake, I forgot to move out.
Joel's still on the lap. But obviously we can't see that because the spectator cams. So, without Joel or Lewis, well, Lewis is on the lap actually as well. And Lewis puts it in 5th with a 118.849. Joel, I don't expect Joel, to be perfectly honest, fighting for pole, but his race pace, his consistency is up there with the best, and his racecraft as well, so... And Joel goes 9th. So then it means that Gamer and Jack will start on the front row, and Shortbread rounding out the top 3.
Meanwhile, I have to find my phone charger.
Louis in 6th though on the mediums. If he can get a good start, and he may be pressuring the soft runners come the end of their first stint around lap 8. Their tyres will be dead.
And there we go. The top three splitting by a tenth. Less than 10 separates the top three. That's what we want to see here in PSGL. But going down...
Runner-up AMS of F3 last season in 4th. So well done to him, to be honest, because he's not had the best start to F3 this season. Lewis in 5th. Louis, the one to watch out on mediums, in 6th. Ash Best, Nick Pine, Jordan Manu, and Sam Bamkid rounding out the top 10.
2000s between Jewel and Sambam as well.
Yeah.
Really close grid.
I think they would prefer to be starting 11th right now, so they've got the fresh tyres.
True.
But it's only a social race.
But we're getting closer towards the start of the race.
Interesting. Who was... yeah, Faunus was the last place of the people who qualified. Rossi as well, 18th. Not a particularly good session for him. I expected him to be reasonably further up. I know that Walker is testing out no traction for this race, so 15th is reasonable. The people I expect to make a lot of ground up: Nick, Joel, and I think Louis is definitely in with a shot of winning this race on the mediums.
I think the two-stopper of using two softs and the medium is the best actually around Spain, in my personal opinion. Seems to be working
really.
faster.
I think if you can establish a lead, certainly, and formation lap the start, I think the fastest strategy will probably be the softs and then the hards. But if you can get off in the lead, yeah, Jack and Shortbread qualified from the formation lap. But yeah, certainly if you can get a good start, pull away by about 4 or 5 seconds, then undercut. But the key thing is it's extremely difficult to overtake around here. So, although on paper the soft and medium strategy is probably faster, you can't really risk it, in my opinion, going through the traffic, and the field could get spread out very easily very early on. We've got a few people down the order like Nick, Joel, Sam, all in F1, you know, on the realms of the top 10. And you've got some people who you maybe wouldn't expect to have as good a race pace as quali pace, so they might drop off from, like, for example, AMS may drop off from the likes of Shortbread and Jack, but we'll see. And Gamer and AMS quite a bit further ahead of the field.
And you know something, I've looked for the fuel everyone put in, and Ash Best is the only man to have less than a lap of fuel in the tank.
Really? That is very interesting.
Well, not anymore, because he did lean mix for the entire formation laps. Like
yeah, actually, the formation lap doesn't tell you what the actual fuel loads are, though, I think. You find them out in the race. I think it just does it based off sort of quali fuel loads, and then it gives you the proper fuel load when the lobby is synced ready for the start. So Faunus in the Force India, rounding the final turn now as we get ready to start the Spanish Grand Prix. Dirty air also a big factor around here, so it's important to get clear air. So then here we go. Gamer the Beast on pole.
Five red lights and away we go.
Yeah, great start for Gamer. Bad start for Jack though. He's going to be pressured down his turn 1. Shortbread's alongside.
Oh, and
he's passed it. AMS is going to make it 3 wide maybe. Jack.
What the hell is happening?
Jack and Shortbread side by side. Shortbread takes 2nd place off Jack. Further back we've got Louis on the mediums. He's got past Lewis in the Red Bull. And Lewis is spun out.
Into the wall. Oh my goodness me, that's Joel.
Carnage behind. Yep, that's so unfortunate for Joel. He's a passenger in that. Lewis lost it trying to hold it.
And Sam has lost his front wing. So does Luke
that's
Bailey.
very unfortunate. Yep, game's
Faunus
established,
lost,
nearly a
and
1
then-
second lead. And Jack's lost it. Jack's dropping positions very fast. He's gone from 3rd down to 9th. Yeah, Jack's lost it. Coming out of turn 6. Game Freaker goes on the defensive. And knowing Jack, he'll be very frustrated at that mistake. He won his title last season based on consistency, so it's like him to make a mistake. So that means Louis on the medium tyres up to 4th already, as Gamer and Shortbread are controlling this already. 2 seconds ahead of 3rd place man is Gamer. Interesting to see the fuel loads. Gamer and most people running more than 3 laps of fuel. Shortbread just over 1 lap of fuel. And Jack's past Game Freaker into turn 1. Lovely move.
And
Nick.
meanwhile, Faunus is into the pits, Lewis is into the pits, Sambam and Luke Bailey all pitting for the front wing repairment. And Faunus will be the first man out, followed by Luke Bailey, Sambam and Lewis to be last out of that.
It was a massive crash.
Meanwhile, you know me, and
Shortbread.
Bugatti battling it for P12.
Shortbread's pegging Gamer just about at the front. AMS, as I expected, doesn't have the raw pace, but doing very well in 3rd. But Louis now in 4th, hunting him down on those medium compounder tyres. He's slower at this point of the race, but certainly after 2 or 3 laps, he'll be right up to pace, the believers.
What the
And the
hell?
fastest lap, a 22.1 for Gamer.
Oh, Walker has led the session.
I think he might have lagged out. For some reason, all of the breaker boards gone into turn 1, so that's a bit
Side by
bizarre.
side, Ash Bass and KB Killer Zone. Side by side.
Oh, Ash tries to
and
hold it
Ash
round
is
the
off
outside.
wide. Now he spins
Oh.
round. That's a front wing
That's
damage.
half the
from
front
game.
wing gone. Yeah, and Blue Mosquito behind. Lagging. Yeah, he's lagging. Yeah, that's unfortunate for Ash. Bit optimistic in my opinion. And you know he's past Banana Josh, but he's now on his AI, so I think he's lagged out of the session or left. Nick in 5th is doing a very good job, holding on to the top 4 positions. But Game is in a different league for pace right now.
Oh, I just saw someone
And
lost
Shortbread.
and that is Jack Lacey.
Jack has lost it again, has he?
He was going really slow down the back straight, so
He
something
may
must
have run
happened.
wide coming out of turn 9, maybe had to get out of the throttle.
Possibly. But
Yeah.
Banana Josh has led the session, which is in all fairness quite good because he was
Jack's
lagging
right on the
out.
back though, Game Freaker. Yeah, as we can see though, proving to be a difficult track to overtake. All the gaps are opening up to just around the 2nd mark, so it's very difficult to
Thomas
follow
retired.
in the dirty air around here.
He just retired.
Oh, Faunus'
Yeah.
car. I think it's getting in the way. Is it?
Yep.
On my screen I can see maybe that's I think he's either desynced or that's just a visual spectator thing. Louis, so far the man who's just under a second really, the only man who's just under a second in the top 4 except Nick, who keeps bobbing in and out of just under a second, just over. So dirty air proving to be
Oh, and Jack lost
A
it
big
into the
factor.
wall! And Game Freaker has followed him! Both are front wing damage.
Jack's lost half the front wing. Game Freaker the same, half front wing, so I don't know what happened there, I wasn't on board. But
Jack just
We'll see.
purely lost the back end and then Jack just sent himself and Game Freaker into a wall. So quite unfortunate.
so was it
As
probably a
Game Freaker
racing
was
incident,
really
would you say?
In my eyes, yeah, looks like it.
Yeah. Certainly no malice in it, I presume.
but now Jack and Game Freaker will have to make another pit stop. So Jack,
Ash
who looks
as well in
really
the pits.
promising. Yep, Ash as well. So Jack, who looks really promising to be fighting for the win of this race now potentially, is now going to be powered back down the grid, and now he retires in the pit. So he had enough of it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Shortbread is 2.2 seconds back from Gamer.
Oh, and Rossi crashed into the pit lane.
We're seeing a theme of that now, aren't we? Shortbread did it in qualifying, now we've got Rossi doing it in the race. So a lot of retirements early on in the race. 5 retirements and a handful of crashes. Yep. Proving to be a difficult track as expected. Gamer leads from Shortbread by 2.2 seconds as Jack seems to think in the chat that Game Freak was at fault for the incident. So
and you know,
we'll have to see.
And you know something? Luis W is not letting IMS go.
No, but right now I probably expect his medium tyres to be closing in now on the soft tyres. They'll be degrading at around 6% at least a lap, so Gamer doing it all right out front at the moment, looking very strong. But Shortbread's starting to peg him. He's matched him since the first section of last lap to this lap, so very interesting. Louis within 8/10 of AMS. AMS is proving wrong here. He's actually sort of holding on to Shortbread and Gamer. If he triggers an undercut, he might find himself leading the race. Yeah, we've got people now leaving the session. So, you know me, has he already made a stop? You know me.
I don't think he has.
No, Ash Best is the first of the people who've made a stop. Interestingly, everyone who's made a stop either going onto the hards or the softs. So, some people electing to go deep, some just wanted to gain the time initially back.
You're getting asked what is your opinions on the spectator cameras?
I think they're a massive addition really to league racing, especially because, you know, it was always difficult for commentators to keep track of what was going on everywhere, but now with the ability to see the gaps around the field and moves being made, where it gives the opportunity to catch a lot more interesting battles that say wouldn't be catched before this patch came out. And Louis is lagging a lot behind AMS. It's difficult to see really how close he is. So big connection issues for Louis, which is a shame because he's running 4th right now on the mediums, but at this rate he's either going to crash into somebody or get crashed into. Nick's just dropping off now from the battle for 3rd between Louis and AMS. Killer Zone further 3 seconds back. Mosquito's in a complete race of his own. Yet the closest battle then on track right now is Louis, who's sizing up AMS from what I can see of this terrible lag for a move on this pit straight in the slipstream. Will he go for a lunge into turn 1? AMS defends the inside. Brilliant defended by AMS, but Louis going to have a run, I think, through turn 3. But the dirty air makes it quite difficult to attempt a slingshot around that corner.
Louis and AMS seem to be going side by side. Louis on the inside gets the move done for P3.
That's a very good move. Very respectable move there. So Louis now needs to start making a statement on Shortbread and Gamer on these medium compounder tyres. They should be better at this point in the race. They're coming up to the first round of pit stops, so I'd expect him to be the fastest man of the people who are yet to pit right now. Let's see what Gamer does on this lap. Does he pit or will he stay out? And he stays out. Shortbread as well stays out.
Oh, Lewis. Oh, no, never mind.
Yep, it's all a bit stagnant right now.
And Nick Financial pits.
So Nick is the first to pit. What will he put on? Will he put on the hards or is he going aggressive?
Looks like
and
soft.
It's going to be...
No.
It's hards. What? No, mediums.
What just happened on my screen?
Changed 3 times there. So it's the medium
soft
tyres for Nick.
Medium to hards. Good game.
Interestingly, Gamer is the only person who's still in the 22s on his tyres.
And
last
lap is round in
22.4. The pit lane then causing a lot of problems for people.
I would say, in my opinion, the Spanish pit lane is actually one of the toughest because you have this quite a fast but sharp corner at the same time, which is quite hard to negotiate.
Well, people clearly taking too much speed in these new extremely high downforce cars. It's still not flat out.
Wait.
I think there's always time to be gaining the pit lane, but the main thing is to make sure you make it to your pit box without crashing into the pit lane itself. Shortbread's pit, but I don't think he's going to have any chance to undercut Gamer. Gamer had a 5-second lead when he came in. Absolutely in a league of his own right now is Gamer, and Shortbread goes onto the hard tyres, going to the end of the race then without any problems. Nick coming around the final corner now. Interested to see where he'll come out in relation to Shortbread. I'd say about not too far behind, three seconds behind. Nick though, can he get past AMS side by side into turn 1? And he's got AMS.
On the outside and gets it
brilliant.
Quite easily done. To be honest, I think AMS letting him through in all fairness because AMS knows he will have fresher tires and he does have the more fuel to burn as well actually.
Yep. AMS as well had the inside racing line, like in the real life. I think, as Vettel did, he could have, if he wanted to, taken a lot more of the corner than Nick and forced him off track. As long as he didn't take him out, obviously. So very generous from AMS, but nevertheless, good move from Nick. And you know me, well, that's a weird place to park it.
He's struggling with no traction control.
Gamer's pit, so he's reacting. I reckon he'll go into the hards. And yep, it's the hards. As Lewis sets the fastest lap of the race.
Staying out long.
Yep, staying out long is a 22.09. Staying out long on those medium tyres. They're coming good to him now.
On my screen it said that it was Lewis
I think it was
in 10th position that just got lap.
Louis, sorry. Louis, the leader. He might be able to have a go at Gamer at the end of the race on the harder compound tyres, unless he stays out there and goes long and tries to put on the softs at the end, which would be quite a risk. But he'd sit there and be flying at the end, but I think he'd be undercut by way too many people by that point.
And you know something?
Shortbread. Yep, go on.
Blue Mosquito is behind Gamer and in front of Shortbread, but he's still yet to pit on soft.
Yep. Shortbread's catching him quite quickly, so it'd be interesting to see if he has to overtake him and how quickly he can overtake him. Or will, I imagine Blue Mosquito will be in the pits this lap really. 11 laps in the softs is quite a long way. Lewis, the actual Lewis this time, with the fastest lap of 1:21.7 on a brand new set of softs. And
actually, the race
Mosquito stays out.
Has
oh no, sorry, he pits. Mosquito's pit.
And Gamer takes the lead of the race, but how will Shortbread do?
Louis and Shortbread's just going to have the position. That was crucial for Shortbread. That could have cost him the potential runners-up spot.
As KB Killer, no, wait, that's a mistake. AMS is still behind Nick Pine.
Yeah, only just though. AMS on those mediums, going up the inside, Nick leaves in space. Yeah, very good racing here. Good defending by Nick, but will AMS get the cutback? No, just can't get the cutback on Nick there. He'll have another shot if he can stay this close on the main straight next lap.
Who's better, Shortbread or Gamer?
Well, titles and wins would say Gamer, and I don't think you can argue with that really. Shortbread is a very good driver. Last season he joined F1 mid-season, picked up 2 wins in very convincing fashion, so Shortbread's not that far off, but Gamer, with no assists and in AOR and the titles that he's got, you know, he's probably the best alongside Big C. Well, Big C probably the best on the F1 grid, but I'd say Gamer's probably second best in PSGL, just behind Big C.
As you were saying that MS has the DRS on Nick Pine, maybe updating, nope, he's too far back.
Nope. So Nick, slightly skinnier wings, but AMS closing up in the corners.
Who's better,
he's got a great run.
Who's better, Jack Lacey or Nick Pine, the scouting titles? Oh, and MS launch up the inside of Nick Pine. Nick Pine will get the switchback.
Oh, that's a good move. Very good move. Caught him by surprise
no.
there. I'd say on their day they're both better than each other. I think last season Nick was quite unfortunate, but Jack ultimately won it due to his consistency really. But Nick this game struggling a little bit for the ultimate pace. He tends to find his pace towards the end of the week of practicing just before the race, but he hasn't put it together yet.
You know what I'm gonna say? This pit lane is actually cursed. That we have another retirement. Who crashed in the pit?
Lewis.
Yep.
Interestingly though, we've got Louis just behind Shortbread now for the battle for second place. I mean, Louis's got the pace to challenge Gamer here, but he's getting stuck behind Shortbread. And Shortbread's gone deep into turn 1, so this might give Louis a chance to have a run on him through turn 3. He's right behind him, but the dirty air. Oh, he's dealt with it very well. Shortbread goes defensive. Louis looking at a bit of a cutback. Yeah, you can't get a cutback through there. Shortbread onto the grass, so will he go for the move? Shortbread, late move in the braking zone, but it's just acceptable. Louis passed though.
Seems like this move, but Shortbread won't he won't stop here. Shortbread will get him back. I feel it.
Nah, I don't know. Look, he's already pulled out a 6th, 7th, 10th gap for the dirty air. So race back on now at the front. 5 seconds separates Gamer and Louis. Louis's got the fresher tyres and the medium traction, so we'll see. He's already taken a few attempts out of him.
And you know something? AMS pulled a gap to Nick Pine by 2 seconds.
Yeah, I wonder if Nick's got any... Well, he didn't have any damage, I don't think. But he's under fuel now. He's got less fuel. So he can't afford to run it in rich now as much as he'd like to. While AMS has still got just under a lap of fuel extra. Shortbread is about level. And Louis's got a lap extra, Gamer 1.5 laps. So Gamer's using less fuel than Louis. But in the lead, that's understandable. You don't need to use as much fuel because you're not stuck behind people in the dirty air.
Sherman hasn't really used all his fuel.
Yeah, he underfueled a lot more than most did, so he's not used as much fuel as say people like AMS have, who overfueled it by 3 laps and now got less than a lap.
I have the revs glitch for AMS and Nick Pine. I know why it's on the dance.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I have that as well. Yep, Louis pegging Gamer now.
And people saying war is going on with this pit lane. It's not hard. Baku is worse. Baku is a bit worse, but taking into consideration that this track is not even a straight circuit and it's not real narrow, the pit lane is quite challenging currently, I would say.
Yeah, well, I think people, because it's a social race, probably pushing the limit a lot more than they would in an actual league race. Well, I'd hope so anyway. Otherwise it's going to mean a lot of crashing for such a small thing such as entering the pit lane, really. Shortbread can't hold on now to Louis. His tyres are quite a bit older now. About 3 or 4 laps difference in tyre. AMS slowly closing on Shortbread, but he's on the mediums. Shortbread on the hardest compound. Ash Best recovering at the moment, down in P8, cruising up behind Blue Mosquito.
Oh, for
Killer Zone. And Ash Best passed. Why is it saying he's passed Luke? Oh no, past Bugatti? Bugatti's in the good gravel. Yeah,
he's
don't know what he's doing there.
He's lost. He's just Kimi Räikkönen. He's lost.
I don't know what he's doing there.
He's just lost.
Questionable driving, to say the least. Bit of a boring race, to be honest. Nothing's going on.
I wonder what is going to be said. Where is he driving? Is he? He's creating his new. He's creating a new track.
Yeah, I don't know who he is. Seen him in another league, but didn't know he's in PSGL. Ash Best is now just behind Blue Mosquito, which is the only battle on track right now within 2 seconds, and he's going for a move, I think, up the inside. Blue Mosquito defends it well. Well, Ash didn't really commit to it. Will he commit now? I think Ash is just playing sensibly, really.
Oh, and Bugatti just decided to kill himself in the pits.
Yeah.
Wait, he's driving.
11 runners now.
What?
Ash has got DRS. Mosquito goes defensive. Ash Best going for the cutback. He's done it very well. Ash Best takes 7th place off Blue Mosquito now, but Ash has still got another stop to make. I think Mosquito can make it to the end pretty comfortably, staying out 12 laps on his softs.
Okay. I just saw a wheel rolling down the pit lane.
And it's a virtual safety car.
Yep, yes, it has been deployed.
It's very difficult now that they've made it so that if you're at any point over your delta when it's coming in, well, once it's come in, then you get a penalty, a drive-through. So who will? Back to green. Flags now. Game is gained actually from the VSC, I think. Well, it stayed pretty similar actually. And that is
Luis W just decided to kill himself as well.
Yeah, I think drivers are getting bored now in this race, to be frank. I had the same problem in the social race last week in Russia. After so long, you just get a bit bored of nothing happening. That puts AMS now on the podium, so it'll be interesting to see where Nick and AMS make their second and final stop.
Simo, I'm asking myself the same question, don't worry.
I think one thing we can take from this race is Gamers certainly looking like one of the favourites for the F1 race on Monday. Incredible pace.
Unless QPRB can show something, who is currently leading the Drivers' Championship, I believe.
Yep, he is. Louis doing a brilliant job. 40 points after the first 3 races, I think it is. Yep, 3 races. 2 runners up and a win last time out in Russia. And Gamer's worst lap is 22.7 on 9 lap old soft tyres, so he's setting an example really here. Gamer's known for sandbagging, but I'd be pretty scared if he's sandbagging in this session.
Simo just said, are people obsessed when the safety car will come out?
Possibly. I know people were doing that last week.
Did we?
Yeah, some people just wanted to see if it would come out really. I wonder if Gamer will try and make things interesting and pit for a set of soft tyres soon. Try and come through the field to win the race. Well, he'd only have to overtake really Nick and AMS, but they'll be pitting anyway soon, so there's nothing going on really. Well, the actual F1 race in real life from Spain was quite thrilling, but this has been quite the opposite really. A lot of pit lane crashes and not much else going on. A few decent overtakes here and there.
I like when people ask you what you're using for your racing setup. And I think the most logical answer would actually be, in first place, a chair.
I can't relate really, I use my pad and my bed. Probably, I can't imagine what it'd be like commentating on this in an actual league race. Don't think there's anything to say, really.
People are confused where you're from because of your accent.
I'm from England and Yorkshire.
And where about that?
Northeast. Not quite Geordie in terms of like northeast, but in between Newcastle and Hull really.
Oh, fair enough. So whoever said sounds northern, pretty much. You're close, right? Actually, Ash best pitted.
Yeah, Ash had to pit after he made his first pit stop on lap 1, didn't he? After his collision. I think he got caught up in the turn 1 mania through turn 3. So interesting he's gone to the mediums. I thought he would have gone to the softs really, but understandable really. Wants the more durable tyre that he can go flat out to the end of the race now on, rather than the drop off on the softs to the end.
Gamer 21.5 passed over the race.
On the hards.
And Shortbread actually
and AMS is pitting. Yeah,
Shortbread
and
AMS. Is Nick fine?
Yeah.
No, he stayed out.
Is Nick going to try and get to the end, I wonder? That'd be quite something if he did
if his
25, not 25, sorry, about 23, 24 laps on the mediums. I don't think that's possible.
and
Shortbread,
someone, I'm not gonna
softs.
say. Go on.
Yep, shortbread and AMS both onto the soft tyres.
Okay.
So I don't think Gamer's fastest lap will be the fastest lap for much longer. For any footy fans out there, Brighton leading 2-0 at the London Stadium.
Is that football? Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, if there's someone who can really start a fast lap just now on softs, I would actually say it could be MS. Shortbread's fast lap was at 22.2, while MS had a 21.8.
Yeah. AMS is looking very good, and I'd imagine that he would be in the fight on Sunday for the win in F3. He really needs it to get his season kick-started.
And now he's going to be attacking KB Killer Zone.
Yep, Shortbread actually making a battle now on track for the first time in many laps. So Killzone's actually defending quite heavy. Will Shortbread try and go around the outside? Well, he's going to try it, but there's going to be no room there.
No, what?
Oh, that's a bit of contact, but nothing too serious, and very good defending actually from Killzone.
I'm not gonna say who it was because you're just gonna come to this person. Ooh, Shortbread.
Yep, scared Killzone there, and it's a good move. Brilliant move.
Beautiful.
I wonder when will Nick be pitting, or is he going to pit is the question. 12-second gap to Shortbread. That's going to come down quickly on the brand new softs.
Gamer is still staying out. He's probably going until the end.
Yeah, he can easily go to the end. 10 laps on the softs and then 23 laps on the hards on the wheel. Easily done.
Right, saying what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna say who commented that because they're just gonna find the address and just come to this person's house and just kill him during the night. But someone in the chat said it was boring because Green is commentating. And meanwhile, AMS 20.8, like I said.
Yeah, very good lap.
And now he's closing into Killer Zone. Really close side by side, easy move. No battle from Killer Zone. No chance to stand.
Yeah, good moves. A lot more pace and a lot fresher tyres.
Can he actually catch up to Sherbert now?
Yeah, well that'll be interesting, won't it, if he can catch up to Shortbread. Shortbread's taken a second and a half out of Nick. In the space of a lap, so he's going to definitely catch Nick by the end of the race, I'd say. Especially with Nick's tyres going off considerably. Has Nick pitted? Or is he? Yeah, Nick's pitted. Left it way too late.
MS, Killer Zone and Showbread will get past him.
Yep, easily. He's not in his pit box yet.
MS, another fast lap, 20.6.
Good lap times.
So
Goes
MS...
onto the softs, as you'd expect.
Like Malk
lost out a lot.
Like Malk would say just now, you got to stop drinking those Red Bulls, MS.
7 laps to go, not including this lap. Game has got a 28-second lead to Shortbread. Yeah, AMS is actually slightly closing in on Shortbread. Doing a very good job.
I wouldn't even say slightly, he's causing a lot.
Yeah, he's done a lot in this since the final sector start. He gained about half a tenth nearly, so not a fastest lap this time around. I think he's used up all the good tyres.
Shortbread's
So
fast lap
is...
so far, 21th lap, while Shortbread, no, not Shortbread, AMS is about 4 times quicker.
Yeah, I think Shortbread's just been in standard for his laps. Hasn't got the fuel to put it into rich. It'd be interesting to see what Nick can do. He must hit the fastest lap, surely. He's got the freshest soft tyres. He's one of the fastest guys. Not a good first sector though. 1.5 seconds off. I wonder what happened there. And it's not going to be challenging for fastest lap on this lap at least anyway.
Oh, and Shortbread just give up.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Oh, this wheel damage just reminded me of Paseo Corso.
So Nick, this is probably the lap that he's going to try and get fastest lap, I'd imagine. Good turn 1 and turn 2. Slight lift through turn 3, but keeps it flat on the
22.5, 5
10ths
tenths improvement.
Yep, on his personal best. So that's a very good start. Not getting put off there by the AI lap car.
Oh, Neil was
not
lucky.
to stay there. It's been a good lap otherwise.
A second of an improvement.
So I think I wonder. Well, he's lost a bit, quite a lot there. He's on for at least a 120, but he's not doing it particularly well this final sector. And that's a massive cut on the cut. But it's not a social race, so it doesn't matter. 120.8. So
But he still has.
AMS.
He still has enough of fuel to actually bang in a lap.
Yep, I'd imagine he will.
And Green just left the party, so I guess his insurance just decided to give up on him. But Nick really pushing the limits. But no improving. But that is a bad one. 21 flap. Alright. And 20.64 fast up from Nick, finally. Nick achieves it. And Nick actually caught up to Children. Hearts of heart. If Ash wouldn't be on, if Ash would be on soft, that would just give it for me. The gamer just simple dominating this race. He's definitely on the final lap, but final lap battle between KB Killerzone and Nick Pine for P3. What can Nick do? DRS flat open, gets close with slipstream. Maybe run the outside. Yes, he will go. He will try and dive down the outside. He's too far back though. Killerzone makes a mistake. Let's Nick. Real close. Nick nearly loses it. Just saves the car perfectly. And currently Nick's still in P4. Can Nick do anything? Can Nick do anything? Gamer meanwhile about to cross the line to win the Spanish Grand Prix. But Nick really pushing on the limits. Yep, gamer didn't win that. Oh, and run the outside. Nick tries it, doesn't work it. And Nick lost the car and hit it. Oh, Nick. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Oh, no. Sorry. He just started the final lap of the race. Sorry. My bad. Ash Besson will close to Nick. This could end really badly. Ash Bess really did close in. I think Nick just did it. But yep, my bad. Nick really wide, Ash really closing in. And Nick retires from the session. And Ash into P4. And yep, Gamer West wins the race. MS, the entire sector behind. Wow. Wow. Can they actually catch up? Greeny has left the session. Don't know why he left the party though. Weird. Blue is trying his best, but he won't be able to close into. Oh. Just managed it. MS finishing second. KB Killer Zone will be finishing third. Ashbest will finish in P4 if he doesn't mess up in penalty corners. Blue Mosquito in fifth. Nick, I honestly thought it's the final lap. I literally thought it's the final lap because before what it had, it was at the top it showed what lap is the leader on, and I thought it does still the same. No, sorry, it showed the lap you're at, so I thought that you just moved on to the final lap and you're driving on the final lap, so I really thought it's the final lap until I realized that there's one more lap. So yeah, not that good. By the way, Killerzone had one more penalty than you. I was just not mentioning that. I just wanted to see some drama, and we got it. But here we go. You still got the fast lap though, so it's all good. But Gamer the Best wins the race, dominating this entire weekend with AMS finishing second and KB Killerzone in third. Ashbest Blue Mosquito to finish fourth and fifth. And that's really it, guys. Never believe me, Nick. Never believe me. I thought it's final lap myself, actually. I don't know why. I just did. I'm like, oh yeah, it's lap 33. Okay, so that's a final lap. Huh. And then I'm like, oh crap. So yeah, a bit of a fail, but oh well. It's me. It's fine. Don't worry. Right, guys, thanks for everyone turning up today. Not too bad of a race. Could have been actually better. But I don't know where Greeny went. I think he just died completely. But we'll find out. Next week there will be a Canada social race, so I might say there, I might not, depends. But I've been Mr. 96. Thanks everyone for tuning in today, and have a good time, and good night.